X. X in his constellation, the Phoenix. So we all know X music or whatever, great music or whatever. He talked about the other side, about suicide, depression, anxiety. So X, he was a real one or whatever. And X, his Greek character or constellation is, the Phoenix. That's why he got the X in his name, because the Phoenix. And then he died, and before he died he had a kid. So that's X reborn. We just hope that his kid got the talent like him. Most likely he will. So just thinking about X lately or whatever. You know what I mean? And I want to do his constellation, his character or whatever. So salute the X, man. Um, he got a lot of music, man. They probably got some unreleased music too from him. I don't know if his estate want to release it or whatever, but salute the X, man. So X, he will live forever through his music, immortalized. You know what I mean? He died and his music lived past him. So that's like, what I mean, the Phoenix. You know what I mean? It dies in its own ashes or whatever and reborn out of it or whatever. So X, like him dying, you know what I mean? Now he's immortalized. Like he's the Phoenix and he's a constellation and he's in the sky. So and salute to X baby mother and his kid or whatever. Forgot how to say X son name, but salute to X family, his mom, my boy Ski Mask, everybody. So yeah, X and his constellation, the Phoenix or whatever. How X died and he's reincarnated through his music and his son. As above, so below. And if you look at my display picture, you'll see a picture of the constellation and you'll see a picture of X. And look at his hair and look at the constellation, the Phoenix. One and the same. So you can look this up, the Phoenix constellation mythology, and then you can look up X story. It's one and the same, man. Like he kind of knew he was gonna die, and he said went to Drake and DJ Academics allegedly on the last interview. So, and people don't appreciate X, you know what I mean, until he was gone. Just like most things, people don't appreciate people until they gone. But X, his music will live on. Was prayed that his kid, you know what I mean? I forgot his name. Makes music, or you know what I mean? It's kind of like X in a sense. I hope he is a fighter like X and he does music like X. X son. So yeah. Shit. Salute that X, man. I'm about to. I was just thinking about him. Played a couple songs. And now, you know what I mean? I'm doing this video for you, bro. And X, he was the leader of the new school. Tentacion. X. He the best. But anybody that just came in late, they could look up, the Phoenix constellation and how that correlates with X. If you look at my display picture, you'll see a picture of the constellation. And you'll see a picture of X. Look at his hair and look at the constellation. The constellations in the sky or is black or is blue, one and the same. So and then how the phoenix, it dies in his own ashes or whatever. X, he got killed, probably laid up in his own blood or whatever, and he's reincarnated because his music gonna outlast him, outlive him, and as he died, his baby is born in a sense, or his baby been born. One soul lost, and now he's reincarnated through his music and his son, which is his legacy. X, man, them charges or them allegations, I don't know, but overall, I like his music or whatever. He was more positive towards the end. In the beginning, he was turned up, but he kind of mellowed out, got on his spiritual path, and he was talking that talk, you know. But X, he's the Phoenix. Emphasis on the X. Three X's, Tentacion, and the Phoenix. The emphasis on the X. And I don't know how many letters in Phoenix and how many letters in XXX Tentacion. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do the math later. But salute to his family. You know what I mean? I wish they would release some music. He got probably music with Ski Mask that they never released or whatever. And I think they should do like a greatest hits. If anybody that's listening that know X family or his estate or whatever, or anybody that could reach his family or estate, I would tell them to make a greatest hits of X, all his hits. If they did it already, tell them to make another one. And I think they should make a documentary because they got all the footage from when he made it and when he was interviewing with what's his name, No Jumper, before No Jumper was No Jumper. He had what's his name? Adam had X and Ski Mask up there. So I think they should do a documentary, do his greatest hits with his music, even potentially make a movie about X. So yeah. But if you look at the display picture, you'll see the constellation, the Phoenix, and you'll see a picture of X. And his hair is blue. You look at the constellation, it's black and blue, and it's all one and the same. X, he died too soon. He'll live through his music and his baby. Like the Phoenix died in his own blood or ashes or whatever, and is reincarnated, you know what I mean? Through his music, in this case, and like X son. It goes deep or whatever. I'll do another kind of video with images and all that for people who need images or whatever. But salute the X, his legacy, his music, man. Powerful dude, man. And then he almost got labeled too, like the greats. You know what I mean? But yeah, salute the X. Think about like where would he be doing if he was still alive? What kind of music would he be doing? And would he be more on his spiritual path, or would he like succumb to his demons and crash out? You know what I mean? But you know, salute the X. He a real one. And like he was the leader of the new school. He told Takashi he was schooling all the younger artists, teaching them, giving them gems or whatever, showing them how to own their music and what to do with the labels, man. If they trying to suppress your music, suppress you, X was all about it. So, like this shit up. But yeah, this part 3 or whatever Tomorrow I'm doing or I'm supposed to be doing I'm supposed to do this. I was supposed to do this yesterday, and now I'm doing Pop Smoke. Probably after this, do his Constellation and why Pop Smoke died too soon or whatever. So yeah, back to X or whatever. Great music. He'll live forever through his music and his baby. That's why he's the Phoenix Constellation. He knew he was gonna, you know what I mean, go. And that's why he was working, you know what I mean, on all them projects he had. When you look at all the albums he released and mixtapes, he beat like Takashi and Kodak and all them. Like he got mad albums, mad projects. So y'all can decipher. And I think about like a couple songs, Die in My Die in My Sleep song. That X song, Die in My Sleep or Die in My Nightmares or something. I forgot what it's called, but that one comes to mind. And Guardian Angel, that one song about the girl, like got deep songs. And then I'm on some playful and having fun. That Moonlight, I like that Moonlight. I like the sad. I like his verse on that Kodak Roll in Peace. I like Kodak's song called Malcolm XXX for his boy xxxtentacion. It's crazy. I like that song Kodak. He made that for my boy X. That shit was tight. I'm gonna look up what his family doing, but yeah, X family definitely need to make a documentary on his come up until his untimely demise. Make a greatest hits if they ain't already do it. Make a part two, and definitely make a movie. We need that Florida perspective. But yeah, I would definitely tell X family or whoever run his estate to make a documentary of his come up. Um, Make a greatest hits and definitely a movie. Let X son play X in the movie as a little kid or wherever age he's at right now, X son, so he could get some money. The greatest hits, let X son rap on it or do whatever he does, speak on it or whatever, like Khaled's son, so he could get residuals off the greatest hits album. And then a documentary, you know what I mean? That'll be dedicated to his son. But yeah, that's what I would do with X Legacy right now. And then somehow, if they could hear this video or whatever, they should call it the Phoenix with three X and how he would live through his music. That's what he said. He preached. He'll live forever through his music and his offspring. You know. So if they could call it the Phoenix with three X's, now I don't know. You know what I mean? That the P word. On some, you know what I mean? On some giving tribute to X. That's crazy. So yeah, I'm probably gonna take a break after this one and do the Pop Smoke a little bit later. Pop Smoke and the werewolf. That's crazy. And the woo and the Cho beef and all that. Crazy. Can't wait to explain that. But yeah, back to X. Incredible talent, man. Amazing talent, man. Like he could do like he always said challenge yourself like musically or whatever, you know what I mean? That you can hit the notes or whatever. You know what I mean? That's why he was doing alternative music, singing, doing rock, pop. He was doing everything other than rapping. Like, so when I look at X, like he was like the total package. He could rap slow or speed it up. He could do all different types of music. So I look back, I was like, yo, and he was teaching too. He was more advanced than Takashi. He was teaching Takashi and Bad Baby at the time, and Trippy Red, Kodak. It seemed like they all bow down to X, and that's why he was the leader. And it seemed like he had a different kind of deal than everybody else too, because he released music that you know what I mean that I wasn't like tapped into at the time, but he always did numbers. So he had a fan base beyond hip hop or black people in the inner cities. So salute to X. I just did the Diddy video. He was in trial. He got what 50 months or whatever, 2 years or whatever. And I was explaining how that relates to the one girl. She had to do like 6 months in the underworld, and that's why Diddy got to do 50 months because it's symbolic to the girl that got to do 6 months in the underworld. Well, yeah, it goes deep. I would tell y'all to check it out. The Diddy 50, I think it's called Diddy in Trial or Diddy's 50 months or whatever, and I'll break it down, show y'all images or whatever. Proud of that video. Salute. So yeah, X being a leader, you know what I mean? And all the other, you know what I mean, young school rappers bowing down to X because they had to, because X, he could get physical. He got mad fights online. And I ain't trying to, you know what I mean, dwell on the negative shit, but X wasn't not to be messed with, not to be played with. As far as like, you know what I mean, you want to talk crazy, nah, he gonna punch you in your face. So that's why I said that they had to respect X. And he was a beast, like in the physical, as far as physical fighting, and I mean physically fighting or whatever, and like on he was a beast on the tracks too, man, lyrically, man. And then Little Wayne, you know what I mean, that one song, that Cry song, Little Wayne sampled that shit or took that, you know what I mean. At least they kept his thing going. Then Kanye did a couple songs with X too. I'm just thinking about it, like yeah, like they found him like when he died. They swear they never heard of him or never seen him. I think that's sad. So, but yeah, X, his legacy, man. He the Phoenix Constellation. He'll live through his music and his baby. That's why he the Phoenix reincarnated. You know what I mean? Through his music and his baby. So, and look at this look at my display picture. It got the picture of the constellation, and then the picture of X in blue. And I said, look at his dreads, and then look at the constellation, one and the same. He knew what he was doing. As above, so below. So, you know what I mean? X. You know what I mean? As far as like on that spiritual path, like talking to DJ Academic, just watching that interview again, it's just like, wow. Like you talking like this, like you talking like, you know what I mean? That, you know what I mean? Amazing. It's talking that conscious talk and, you know what I mean? Energy talk, metaphysics and all that. So yeah, X, real one. Crazy. He went too soon, pop smoke. Like, damn. Niggas can't live past what, 25? That's true in a sense still. Like, niggas still in the hood, niggas just hating now, rapid rating. A lot of niggas ain't make it past 25. A lot of them young, the YNs, they calling them now. That's crazy, man. And that's saying, like, they say I wouldn't live past 25. And if you live past 25, like, the joke's on society, but it's like, yo, you gotta keep it going. A lot of people, a lot of black people, inner city black people, they, you know what I mean? They, you know what I mean? Probably don't think they're gonna live that long anyway. So I hope they still don't got that fear or whatever, but some do. I think that's crazy. Then you think you're not gonna live past 25, that the cops gonna come kill you or your own people gonna come kill you if you get some kind of success. It's called crabs in a barrel mentality or whatever. You see another black man come up, whatever, we gotta pull him down. Shit. I don't know what happened with X. Um, I'm still unclear. I'm still unclear about what happened. I seen what happened or whatever. The people got convicted or whatever, but it's just like still unclear, man. They really, you know what I mean, hated on him, and then they tried to say, what's his name, Drizzy, you know what I mean, alleged had to do something to do with that. But that song do make sense. What's it called? I'm upset. Triple X. We hit below the neck or something like that. I'm like, what? He said Triple X. You know what I mean? Something below the neck. You know what I mean? Give me some respect. Some shit. I forgot that. But I'm upset song. You know what I mean? They supposed to be, you know what I mean, shots at X. And then that one song Drake got, what's it called? I'm on my BS. When he was talking the 10, the numer the numer, what's it called? The Roman numeral numbers, the 10 and the 10 and the X, the 10 and the 5, add a 5, and I forgot Drake on the BS. He was talking about add another 10, another 10, and he was talking Roman numerals and all that, taking shots at X or whatever. But yeah, I'm about to wrap this up. Salute to all my people that tuned in, and I'm gonna keep these up, man. Summarize everything. You know what I mean? I'm X. He's the Phoenix Constellation. He died too soon, and he'll live through, you know, his music and his son, his legacy, and that's like the Phoenix being reincarnated. And salute to his estate, and I hope his estate heard what I said, that they need to do a greatest hits, a documentary, and a movie for X to keep his legacy in the state going. And I'm gonna end it here, yo. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for listening.